welcome breeders, exhibitors, delegates, judges, junior handlers, distinguished guests, and dog owners and lovers from around the world. The American Kennel Club and Eukanuba proudly present the 2011 AKC Eukanuba National Championship, our 11th annual National Championship all-breed dog show. Please stand now for our national anthem, sung by Melanie Bierweiler from Tampa, Florida.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket red glare of spurs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and
A warm welcome from Eukanuba, Mr. Dan Rajak, Senior Vice President.
I'm Andrew Brace, Consultant Editor of Dog World newspaper, and I'd like to welcome you to Orlando, Florida. We're here at the Orange County Convention Center to witness the climax of what has been an intense year for many dog exhibitors around the globe, the Eukanuba World Challenge. In addition, we're here to watch the second day's big ring program of the American Kennel Club National Championship, the winner of which will be walking away with a check for $50,000. The atmosphere around the big ring is electric, and this is the first year that the Eukanuba World Challenge has been streamed live. More than 25,000 of you turned in to watch what was going on here yesterday evening, and hopefully we'll have an even bigger crowd this evening. For the World Challenge, 42 finalists have traveled to Florida from all around the world, some representing their own country, some having beaten dogs from several countries in one of the various semi-finals that have been held throughout the year. Eukanuba, in addition to providing first-class premium nutrition, believes in promoting the purebred dog to a global audience. I am now going to hand over the commentary to Lee Arnold.
Beautiful. For you, we have the finals of the Bred by Exhibitor competition, which comprise 35% of the total entry, where we will crown the best Bred by Exhibitor dog in the show and Breeder of the Year celebration. And finally, there can only be one undefeated dog at the end of tonight's show, when we conclude with Best in Show, and see who will take home $50,000 and be crowned the 2011 AKC Eukanuba National Champion. It'll be a memorable night here in lovely Orlando, Florida. And by the way, I know you enjoyed AKC's Meet the Breeds, and we congratulate the Old English Sheepdog Club of America for winning the breed booth competition. We shall begin momentarily. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Eukanuba's pleasure to introduce you to the newly appointed Vice President of Canine Communications for Eukanuba Dog Foods, Griffin. Griffin has been busy over the last 2 days serving as canine ambassador for Eukanuba. His duties include greeting dogs, kids, and adults alike, spreading happiness and goodwill to dog lovers everywhere. Griffin has felt truly at home here in Orlando and looks forward to many years attending the greatest dog event in the world, the AKC Eukanuba National Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, the stewards for the herding group this evening are AKC board members Dr. Carmen Battaglia and AKC board member Mr. Stephen Gladstone. Ladies and gentlemen, the stewards for the herding group, AKC board members Dr. Carmen Battaglia and Mr. Stephen Gladstone. Please welcome from Alpine, California, Judge Mr. Robert Caswell, Jr. Steward, may we have the herding dogs to the ring, please? Our first dog to be examined tonight from the herding group is the German Shepherd dog. The modern German Shepherd dog was not recognized until the late 19th century, although their working ancestry dates a great deal further back. The breed has a faithful following throughout the world. They are versatile and enthusiastic workers and are used in police work, search and rescue, and also used as assistance dogs. This is German Shepherd Dog number 11. Next, the Bearded Collie. One of Britain's oldest breeds, the Bearded Collie probably shares some ancestors with the shaggy breeds of Central Europe. Because they were the dogs of the common shepherds of South Scotland, rather than of nobility, records of the breed are scarce prior to the 18th century. They are excellent shepherds and drovers. This is Bearded Collie number 27. Here now is the Australian Shepherd, judged earlier today by Dr. Claus Anselm. Despite their name, Australian Shepherds were developed almost exclusively in the United States in the 1800s. While their origins are not certain, their ancestors may have been developed by Basque Shepherds who settled in Australia before coming to the United States during the gold rush of 1849. These versatile dogs are used not only on the ranch, but also as drug detectors, search and rescue dogs, and guide dogs. This is Australian Shepherd, number 51. The Belgian Tervuren, judged earlier today by Dr. Thomas Davies. There are 3 Belgian Shepherd dogs in this group. All 3 were recognized in 1891. As a result of the efforts of the newly formed Belgian Shepherd Club. The Belgian Tervuren is distinguished by being long-haired and not black. Typically, they are fawn to mahogany with a black overlay. This is Belgian Tervuren, number 14. The Belgian Sheepdog was judged earlier today by Dr. Thomas Davies. And the Belgian Sheepdog is a long-haired black one of the 3 Belgian Shepherd dogs. All of the 3 Belgian Shepherds probably developed from the same European herding stock, as did other similar breeds throughout the surrounding countries. This is Belgian Sheepdog, number 21. Here now is the Belgian Malinois, judged today by Dr. Thomas Davies. The Belgian Malinois is the short-coated dog with a black mask and black ears. These 3 Belgian breeds all excel in herding and obedience work. They are also used as police dogs and drug and bomb detection dogs. This is Belgian Malinois, number 21. Earlier today, the Bouvier de Flanders breed was judged by Dr. Thomas Davies. In the 19th century in southwest Flanders and the French Northern Plain, the farmers, butchers, and cattle merchants used large, rough-coated dogs for driving cattle. An amalgamation of these dogs eventually became the Bouvier de Flanders of today. These dogs are powerful and rugged, but very agile. They are frequently used as guardians. This is Bouvier de Flanders, number 9. The Briard, judged also today by Dr. Thomas Davies. French tapestries of the 8th century depict the Briard. This ancient breed of France was used to defend flocks from wolves and poachers, and in later years to herd the flock and guard property. During war times, they have served as sentries, carried supplies, and located wounded soldiers. They are versatile and very quick learners. This is Briard, number 23. Next, the Beauceron. The breed today was judged by Kimberly Meredith Cavana. The Beauceron is an old and distinct French breed of herding dog developed solely in France. Beaucerons are used to move herds of 200 to 300 sheep, traveling up to 50 miles per day without showing signs of exhaustion. He's an intelligent dog with spirit and initiative, wise and fearless, with no trace of timidity. This is Beauceron, number 11. Now the Rough Collie, judged today by Mrs. Dorothy Collier. The early herding dogs of Scotland and England were the predecessors of the Collie. It was only in the early 19th century that notice was taken of this breed and their type became consistent. Collies are recognized today in two varieties, the Rough Collie, as seen here, and the Smooth Collie. This is Rough Collie, number 10. The Smooth Collies today were also judged by Mrs. Dorothy Collier. Smooth Collies were first recorded as being much larger than the Rough Collie. However, as the popularity of the breed grew, the two varieties converged and are now judged by the same standard with the exception of coat description. Popularized by fiction, movies, and television, the Collie is the best known of the herding breeds. This is Smooth Collie, number 22. Here we have the Border Collie. The breed was judged today by Elizabeth Kate Cartledge. There have been sheepdogs of various sorts in the British Isles since the time of the Romans. Most of these breeds were covered by the Scottish dialect word collie. The Border Collie gets its name from the border region between England and Scotland. They are known for their herding abilities as well as their obedience and trainability. This is Border Collie, number 19. Now the Canaan Dog, judged today by Donald M. Buxbaum. Canaan dogs, the dogs of the Israelites, probably existed as early as 2200 BC. As the Romans dispersed the people of the region, the dogs became undomesticated and moved into the desert, where they survived until the 20th century. As Israelis prepared to fight for independence, the breed was put to work, guarding and detecting mines. This is Canaan Dog, number 9. The Old English Sheepdogs today were also judged by Mrs. Dorothy Collier. The origins of the Old English Sheepdog are open to debate, but the breed clearly comes from the early herding dogs of Western England. The breed can be traced to the early 19th century, when it was used as a drover and was known as bobtail. This is an active breed whose hard outer coat and soft undercoat provide an unmistakable look. This is Old English Sheepdog, number 5. Now the Australian Cattle Dog, judged earlier by Patricia Hastings. The Australian Cattle Dog came about in Australia in the 1800s to satisfy the need for a hard-working, quiet cattle drover that could withstand the heat. They are a cross of smooth Highland Collies from Scotland, the native Dingo, Dalmatians, and Kelpies. The result was a hard worker with a protective nature that was also a loyal companion for his master. This is Australian Cattle Dog, number 25. The Finnish Lapland, judged today by Rafael Santiago. The Finnish Lapland were bred to herd reindeer and as helpers to the Sami, a tribe in the northern regions of Finland, Sweden, and northern Russia known as Lapland. These double-coated dogs are intelligent, eager to learn, calm, and friendly with people. They make loving and devoted family pets that do well with children and other dogs. This is Finnish Lapland, number 11. Now, the Polish Lowland Sheepdog, judged earlier by Dorothy Collier. There's evidence of the Polish Lowland Sheepdog in Poland in the 16th century. They probably came about as a cross between a Puli and another herding breed. They were used by peasants as guardians of flock and home. The Polish Lowland Sheepdog may also have played some role in the ancestry of the bearded Collie. This is Polish Lowland Sheepdog, number 8. Next, the Norwegian Buhund, judged today by Elizabeth Kate Cartledge. Once the cherished companion of Vikings, the Norwegian Buhund is a versatile farm dog from Norway that herds livestock, guards property, and has been used for hunting game. The name means farm dog. Bu in Norwegian means homestead or farm, and hund means dog. This working breed has a lot of energy, strength, and stamina, but is also known to be independent. This is Norwegian Buhund, number 8. Here's the Icelandic Sheepdog, judged today by Mrs. Dorothy Collier. Playful and inquisitive, the Icelandic Sheepdog is a hardy and agile dog with prick ears and a curled tail. Slightly under medium size, the breed has 2 coat types, long and short. Iceland's only native dog is adapted to local terrain and farming techniques, making this working dog indispensable to its people. This is Icelandic Sheepdog, number 9. Next, the Shetland Sheepdog. Our judge today was Donald M. Buxbaum. Developed in the Shetland Islands, northeast of Scotland, the Shetland Sheepdog comes from the same herding stock as the Collie. This diminutive size of the breed belies its hardiness. Because the breed originated in such an isolated area, it was slow to be recognized. However, once known, Shelties became very successful in the show and obedience ring. Sheltie, number 11. Now the Puli, judged by Dr. Klaus Anselm. The Puli is a Hungarian breed that probably resulted over 1,000 years ago from the interbreeding of herding breeds of Central Europe with sheepdogs of invading tribes from Asia. They were kept with a herd and were easy to distinguish from the sheep because of their dark color. The Puli's coat can be kept brushed or allowed to cord. This is Puli, number 7. Here is the Perennial Shepherd, the traditional working companion of the larger dog, the Great Pyrenees. Together they aid the shepherd in his everyday workings with his herd of sheep or other livestock. Outside his popularity as a wonderfully devoted family companion, they've grown considerably since the early 1970s. Although small in stature and weight, it is said pound for pound, he has few equals in both herding or guarding. Perennial Shepherds were judged today by Kimberly Meredith Cavana, and this is Perennial Shepherd, number 25. Now the Entlebucher Mountain Dog, judged today by Donald M. Buxbaum. The Entlebucher Mountain Dog was bred to move cows from pasture to pasture in the Swiss Alps. This medium-sized breed is prized for its agreeable nature, trainability, and devotion. Entles are an active, high-energy breed, requiring above-average exercise, so they're best suited to active families as opposed to a casual dog owner. Entlebucher Mountain Dog, number 7. Now the Swedish Valhund, judged today by Elizabeth Kate Cartledge. The Swedish Valhund is a very old Spitz-type breed, known since the time of the Vikings. For centuries, the SV has been kept as a farm dog and used for herding cattle. The SV is small, powerful, sturdily built. The double coat and the characteristic harness markings are essential features of this breed. This is Swedish Valhund, number 11. The Pembroke Welsh Corgi, today judged by Kimberly Meredith Kavanagh. The Pembroke Welsh Corgi probably arrived in Wales along with Flemish immigrants in the 12th century. Their ancestry is closely related to the Spitz breeds of Northern Europe. Interbreeding with Cardigan Corgis did occur, but the two are separate breeds and haven't been interbred since the middle of the 19th century. This is Pembroke Welsh Corgi, number 12. And finally in the herding group, the Cardigan Welsh Corgi, judged earlier today by Kimberly Meredith Kavanagh. The Cardigan Welsh Corgi is the older of the Corgi breeds. The breed has been known in the high country of Wales since 1200 BC. During later centuries, when open common fields were shared by tenant farmers for grazing land, Cardigans earned their keep by driving the cattle out to cover as much of the grazing land as possible. This is Cardigan Welsh Corgi, number 8. Judge Mr. Robert Caswell Jr. has chosen the German Shepherd dog as group first. The smooth Collie takes second. The Cardigan Welsh Corgi takes third, and fourth goes to the Bouvier de Flandre.
Well, that's the completion of the herding group, the first. That's the completion of the herding group, the first of tonight's group, where we saw the very popular German Shepherd winning, followed by the smooth Collie, the Cardigan Welsh Corgi, and the Bouvier de Flandre. I'm now joined again by Gina DiNardo, who is Assistant Vice President of the American Kennel Club and also a member of this show planning committee. Hi, Gina.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Have you had a good day?
I had a great, very busy day.
Interesting group again.
Another fabulous group. I am constantly impressed with the quality here at Eukanuba National Championship.
How long has Jimmy Moses been showing German Shepherds?
As long as I have been at dog shows, and that's almost 40 years.
Over the years, he's had so many big winning dogs. Manhattan, Mystique.
He just consistently brings out good ones, yeah.
And he still seems to be able to get around that big ring.
Yep. Well, dog shows keep us all fit, right?
Well, he's certainly fit. Several international connections again in this group, I noticed. We had, there was an Old English Sheepdog in there, for example, bred in Greece.
I did not know.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
tell me these things.
Bred on the little island of Paros by a guy called Nicholas Canales, who has champions in several countries all over the world, including 3 from 1 litter in the UK, which was quite an achievement.
That's pretty nice.
And now here's this dog winning Best of Breed at the American Kennel Club National Championship.
And
I
the
noticed
Briard, the
and the
Briard
Bri-
was from Mexico, is that right?
The Briard was from
See?
Mexico, but bred by Terry Miller, who's in the USA
yes.
and a very, very successful breeder with her famous Deja Vu kennel.
Yes.
And I noticed Judy Harrington was in there. She's having a busy 2 days, isn't she?
Yeah, that was a prop wash dog.
Uh-huh.
So-
And she was working hard yesterday in the World Challenge,
Yes, she
getting
got
through
pulled
to the
into
final.
finals. Yes, we'll see her a little bit later
So
tonight.
we're going to be seeing her shortly. And I noticed in that group, recently the American Kennel Club seems to have recognized a lot more new breeds that we didn't see 10 years
Yeah,
ago.
we have the Finnish Lapland and the Bohund and the Valhund,
Yeah,
and all the ones
yeah.
I've had to learn about very recently.
The
So,
Finnish Lapland was actually an import from Finland. I noticed Diego Garcia was there handling.
yes.
But it was a direct import from Finland. And the Canaan Dog, which seems to be quite a popular breed over here compared to what it is at home, that was sired by a dog from the kennel of Myrna Sherbeleth.
That was a lovely dog as well.
The lady in Israel who basically resurrected and formulated the breed as we know it now.
So all in all, a very wonderful group.
Very good.
Yes.
And another cord maker Pooley in there.
Right. So what are we getting ready for now?
We are now getting ready for the finals of the World Challenge.
Well, that's very exciting.
Okay, so you're going to leave me for
I'm
a
going to
while.
leave you, go back up in my little station.
Okay, Gina.
I'll see you soon.
Nice talking to
Yep,
you.
thanks.
See you shortly.
Bye.